Colin Firth, b. September 10, 1960, defined grace in the King's Speech, but infidelity shattered his marriage. At 64, with $30 million, he wanders through life whispering apologies into the void. Andy Garcia, b. April 12, 1956, captivated in The Godfather Part 3, yet his career faltered. At 69, holding $20 million, he wrestles with obscurity and dreams unrealized. Paul Sorvino, b. April 13, 1939, July 25, 2022, was unforgettable in Goodfellas, yet ill health and fading fame dimmed his final years. At 83, he left behind a $10 million fortune and a legacy tinged with unspoken regrets. Mark Wahlberg, b. June 5, 1971, found success in The Departed, but his youth was scarred by violence and guilt. At 54, with $400 million, he wonders if his empire can ever silence the echoes of his past mistakes. Peter O'Toole, b. August 2, 1932, December 14, 2013, embodied Lawrence of Arabia, but alcoholism consumed his life. At 81, he died with $50 million and a heart full of remorse for battles lost to his inner demons. Richard Dreyfuss, b. October 29, 1947, shown in Jaws, but bipolar disorder and bankruptcy wrecked him. Now 77 with $5 million, he speaks of resilience, though scars remain from decades of chaos. Kevin Costner, b. January 18, 1955, conquered hearts in Dances with Wolves, but divorce and legal feuds drained him. At 70, with $250 million, he faces loneliness behind the golden boy image. Omar Sharif, b. April 10, 1932, July 10, 2015, captivated in Dr. Zhivago, yet gambling and Alzheimer's consumed him. At 83, he died with $2 million, his final years clouded and forgotten. Peter Fonda, b. February 23, 1940, August 16, 2019, was a rebel in Easy Rider, but behind the smile hid depression and fractured family ties. He passed at 79, leaving $40 million and a bittersweet legacy. Nicolas Cage, b. January 7, 1964, ruled in face/off, but lavish spending and IRS debts cost him dearly. At 61, with $25 million, he keeps acting, part redemption, part desperate escape. Ryan Phillip, b. September 10, 1974, rose in Cruel Intentions, but scandal and depression haunted him. At 50, with $30 million, he searches for stability amid faded fame and turbulent love. Martin Henderson, b. October 8, 1974, starred in Virgin River, yet a string of failed relationships left him quietly aching. At 50, with $6 million, he hides his pain behind a charming facade. Christopher Lambert, b. March 29, 1957, became Highlander's immortal, but blindness in one eye and divorce humbled him. At 68, his $5 million fortune feels small compared to the battles he still fights within. Michael Douglas, b. September 25, 1944, defined success in Wall Street, but cancer and family estrangement scarred him. At 80, with $350 million, he reflects on a life of triumph and deep sorrow. Chris Evans, B. June 13, 1981, soared as Captain America, yet anxiety and heartbreak linger off-screen. At 44, with $110 million, he questions if he's more than the mask he wore for a decade. Alain Delon, B. November 8, 1935, was the epitome of French cinema, but scandals and health woes overshadowed his later years. At 89, with $200 million, he lives in solitude, haunted by fame's cruel cost. Liam Neeson, B. June 7, 1952, was Taken's avenging father, yet tragedy struck when his wife died suddenly. At 73, he's worth $145 million but still mourns, each role a distraction from unhealed grief. Patrick Wilson, B. July 3, 1973, enchanted as Ed Warren in The Conjuring, yet a quiet midlife depression consumed him. At 52, with $10 million, he hides his despair behind charming smiles and haunted eyes. Dylan McDermott, B. October 26, 1961, starred in American Horror Story, but real-life horrors, abuse, addiction, plagued him. Now 63, his $20 million wealth feels like ash in a lonely existence. Liev Schreiber, B. October 4, 1967, became Ray Donovan, but fame cost him love and peace. At 57, with $40 million, he fears he's played himself more than any character. Luke Perry, B. October 11, 1966, D. March 4, 2019, was the heartthrob of Beverly Hills, 90210, yet a sudden stroke stole him at 52. His $10 million estate lingers, as does the ache of what might have been. Robert Redford, B. August 18, 1936, reigned in Butch Cassidy, but personal loss and guilt marked him. Now 89, his $200 million empire feels fragile as he stares down mortality. Viggo Mortensen, October 20, 1958, ruled as Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, yet struggled with isolation after fame. At 66, with $40 million, he roams between worlds, searching for peace. Sidney Poitier, born February 20, 1927, the trailblazing Oscar winner, died January 6, 2022, at 94. With $20 million left behind, he broke barriers but carried the silent burden of racism's scars all his life. Colin Firth, B. September 10, 1960, defined grace in the King's Speech, but infidelity shattered his marriage. At 64, with $30 million, he wanders through life whispering apologies into the void. Andy Garcia, B. April 12, 1956, captivated in The Godfather Part 3, yet his career faltered. At 69, holding $20 million, he wrestles with obscurity and dreams unrealized. Paul Sorvino, B. April 13, 1939, July 25, 2022, was unforgettable in Goodfellas, yet ill health and fading fame dimmed his final years. At 83, he left behind a $10 million fortune and a legacy tinged with unspoken regrets.